Hey guys, I'm just going to wait a little bit for some people to jump on. We're doing a live channeling Q&A session. So let's just kind of get a little quiet so I can channel spirit and any questions that you guys have. I'm so excited to answer. Any questions in regard to shadow work, law of attraction, universal laws, how to manifest, relationship questions. And so I will channel messages as well as pull cards for confirmation, because that's what I do. So happy Wednesday night. Oh, let me see if I can move this over. So if you guys have any questions you want to ask, feel free to put them in the chat. And I'm going to just ask Spirit what they want to talk about right now for whoever is listening. Just Spirit. Emotions is a big one right now. How are you guys dealing with your emotions? Are you really defensive? What fears do you have? Are you trying to overcome some sort of fear? Holding back? Are you not giving of yourself all that you can? Carrying too many burdens? And what I mean by this is doing things that other people want you to do. Are you a people pleaser? Okay. I am no longer, but I absolutely was. And I used to people please to get love from them. And what I found is that doesn't work. That only hurts you. And in the long run, you are the one who suffers, because they can't really show you love. No, because they get their power from when you'll do anything for a person. If you're a people pleaser, if you do anything for a person to try to get their love, they know that and they take that as power, but they really don't give you anything back. So it's a two-way street. It's not like a one-way. So if you're doing any of that, that needs to stop. We are the universe. Absolutely. Yes. Right? We are the universe. Absolutely. We are energy. What is the universe? Energy. What is God? Energy. What is all things? Energy. Absolutely. So carrying any burdens. I am just channeling any messages from spirit for you. Exactly. Everything is energy. Yeah. We are all just energy. And so I'm channeling messages and pulling cards. If you have any questions in regard to universal laws, shadow work, your relationships, if you're not manifesting your best life, if you're not being your most authentic self, what do you need to know to get out of that energy, right? So I will just chill out and wait. Yeah, so we have a very powerful full moon coming up on Saturday for Halloween. It's more than just powerful. It's a pivoting point. And honestly, we always have choice, but this one is very powerful, and it is determining the coming year, really. It really is. Okay, so I have a question. Yes, people pleasing is a problem for me, and absorbing others' energy. Not being able to differentiate between my own energy and others, and I get overwhelmed by emotion at times. Awesome. Okay. So let's talk about that, because that is exactly how I am. And it's really hard. Thank you so much. Love my lipstick. Thank you. Okay. So back to the question. It is really hard to understand one thing about this. Okay. I was a people pleaser, and I really found that I was really seeking for love and affection outside of myself. But once I realized, and one of the core hurts with this, with people pleasers, is that we feel like that's where we get our strength and power, when we're constantly giving. And that's where we feel powerful, when we can give what we have, right? But the problem is, when we don't receive back from others, then it's an unhealthy relationship. It's a toxic energy, because you have an unequal share of energy between two people. So you're constantly giving, and the other person just taking, and not giving you anything back. Okay. So what you have to start doing is you have to start putting some boundaries down. And that is not giving them so much energy. This was really hard for me. And it was a lot of the ones that were really difficult for me. I had to stop having a relationship with these people. And when I did that, I realized that they weren't my source of love to begin with. So it was like, I had my power back, and I felt so amazing without that energy near me. So, and the way I did it is I would slowly, like I would kind of get away from one energy to feel it out, get away from another to feel it out, right? And so I kind of had to go like piece by piece like that. And then it started to make sense once I had clarity and was away from that energy. So if you're getting overwhelmed by emotions, it is a superpower. It really is. Because if you're absorbing other people's emotions, which I can do as well, you literally can feel their shadow, their emotion. So here's one of my gifts as an empath, is that if I speak with you or meet you, and you are like, hi, my name is Angela. How are you? Blah, blah, blah. Everything's awesome. I'm cool. Well, I can actually feel what you really are feeling inside, not the fake mask that you're putting on for someone else. And that used to really scare me, because I thought it was me having those issues myself. But once I learned that that wasn't, it was their shadow, but I could feel it. It's kind of trippy, because you know what other people are really going through. But it becomes a superpower, because that's how you can help them, not necessarily them individually, because a lot of people don't want help. And that's what my problem was, is that I constantly wanted to help people who did not want my help. But it's like I could feel their problem. Like I knew how to solve it, but they didn't want my help. So it was like, okay. So as an empath, you have to find your tribe that really wants what you have to offer, and not the other way around. So it's usually probably not going to be your family. Just say. Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, let's, my thing that I got was that Spirit really wants me to focus on tonight is toxic positivity and wearing that mask. Okay. So, I channel by writing. And so if you see me doodling, that's what I'm doing. And then I'll pull cards. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and ask them while I do this. But yeah, so, okay. See, emotions are your superpower. So empaths are the most strong, emotionally strong people. They just are feeling, they can literally, they know what the vibration is from another person. And for me, it freaked me out because I thought it was me that was having those thoughts, those emotions, those feelings. And what happened was I was like, what is wrong with me? Why am I thinking like that? I don't think like that. So I would hurt myself because I thought that that was my thoughts, but it wasn't. And I have just through some really dark nights of the soul journeys, I have found that it truly is a superpower to be able to help anyone. I can connect into your energy and know what is really going on inside to be able to help you. That's what intuitive energy healers can do. So I didn't even know what that was until Spirit has shown me the gifts that I have. So that's really super empathic people. So congratulations for your gift. So toxic positivity, right? So I want to talk a little bit about this, especially in regards to the law of attraction. All right. Do you guys love the law of attraction? Let me know. I absolutely love the universal laws. Universal laws must always be upheld. If you understand how to use them, yay, me too. Okay. So, yes, you do. Me too. I absolutely love it. So, when you understand the laws and you know how to use them, you become like She-Ra or He-Man, right? Master of the universe. It's so true. It is so true. So, if you have any questions about it, just write it in the chat. But I'm going to talk about how a lot of people, it's all about, oh, well, just be positive. Just anytime anything negative comes up, just, say the positive, say this. And unfortunately, that is really suppressing our emotions. So whatever you are feeling with those emotions, they should never be suppressed. And your thoughts and your feelings absolutely have vibrational weight. Okay. But those thoughts and feelings are really showing you what is going on in your heart space. So if you're putting toxic positivity on top of it, like this, right? All of a sudden, I'm feeling overwhelmed with emotion. I'm feeling really pissed off. And I'm like, God, I'm just frustrated. Why can't this work out for me, right? And I'm feeling like that inside. But on the outside, I go, oh, no, I got to raise my vibration. And for me to attract things, I have to stay at a higher vibration. So, okay, I'm not going to think that. That's not okay to think like that. Let me cover it with, I am love. I am awesome. I am happy. I am this. I am special, whatever. Okay. The problem with that is that you are suppressing that emotion. You're basically telling yourself that it's not okay to feel that. And you are pushing that down into your shadow self. No. The law of attraction really operates from the heart space. Okay. What the heart or the subconscious mind, what your subconscious mind is, the beliefs that are in your subconscious mind and the things that you truly believe, that's what you're attracting into your life. So you can kind of gauge it. So if you are not manifesting what you want, and your life is not as amazing as you want it, then there's something in your subconscious mind that is sending out that vibration. Because it doesn't make sense, right? If like attracts like, that is the universal law. Like attracts like. It's not like attracts something different. No. So that means if you're not attracting what you truly want, what you want, then you are attracting something in your subconscious mind that you're not even aware of. So never use toxic positivity, okay? Because that's never going to work, and you will just get more frustrated and more frustrated. So the most important thing with that is you have to address the issue. You need to bring forth those emotions, and you need to accept what's going on. Say, if you're having all these crazy thoughts of frustration and stress internally, but you're not showing it outside, you can kind of go, hey, okay, what's going on in my mind, and why am I feeling this? Ask yourself, why am I feeling this stress? And wait for the answer. Because when you wait for that answer, your higher self spirit will always show you the truth as to what's going on in your subconscious mind if you ask for it. And then once you're aware of what's really going on, that's when you can heal that, and you will start to attract the opposite, because you can bring out that limiting belief, and then you can start attracting what you truly want. Okay. So, if you guys have any questions at all, type it in the chat. Yeah, just let me know. I'm going to, that's the other thing with empaths. Yeah, you're a people pleaser. Okay, so that comes from a place of unworthiness. If you're a people pleaser, that truly comes from a place of feeling like almost like you cannot survive on your own unless you are helping or pleasing all the people around you, right? And to that, you just have to stop it and call back your power, because you will absolutely get your power back. And then you're coming from a place of empowered independence, where you no longer need those people to survive. And then you're just like on fire for life, which is super cool. Okay, so I'm just asking spirit, and I'm doodling because I'm channeling. I channel by just doodling, and I get messages. Who else needs to hear something? Okay, something about relationships for sure. Someone maybe who's watching this right now, if you want to ask anything about relationships or how to handle emotions with relationships, just go ahead and feel free to ask. That's what I'm getting. Okay, yeah, so let me just address this one. Okay, so it says, there's a feeling where if I start standing up for myself and stop pleasing others, I may be disliked, ostracized, etc. And that's another issue. I don't know how you pronounce this. Is it rare mist? Yeah. Okay, I feel you. And I was exactly in the same place that you were at. It is really hard. But I will tell you one thing. When I started doing that, I was ostracized. And I was told by very close family members very horrible things. And I had to be okay with letting them go because I love myself more and I respect myself more. It's easier said than done. Trust me, I've done it. And it is scary and it is like a very nerve-wracking time. But when you stand in that, you don't need to be. I had a problem with reacting instead of responding, and I'm getting a lot better at responding with confidence and power to them than freaking out, because that's how it started at first. But standing up for yourself can be as simple as saying, just like this: I don't agree with the way that you are treating me anymore, and I'm sorry, but I've learned to love myself enough to tell you that our relationship has to come to an end right now. I appreciate you and I love you and I always will, but I'm going in another direction or whatever. That's exactly what I said. And super kind, super nice, but I got a rage of crap that came at me. But I just stood still. I didn't react to it. And it has dissipated. But you have to stand in that boundary and not answer the phone call, not respond to that text, because it's really hard for empaths, because I can literally feel what they're thinking about me, what they're going to do, what they're going to say. And so it can be really hard, but I will tell you something. I've never felt better in my life. I've never had more confidence and strength and more excitement for life. I've never felt better in my life. And you can do it. You got no response. You set boundaries with people and got no response. Awesome. Hey, that's easier for you, right? If you have a more specific question, go ahead and put that or a comment. But yeah, that's awesome. I want to pull some cards for Rare Mist, just to see kind of the energy that you're dealing with. And no, I absolutely feel that you're in a very similar situation to what I was in. Is this with a family member that you're dealing with this problem? I'm going to pull some cards, because if it is, mine was with a couple very close family members. And I had a very controlling energy and I had a very judgmental energy. So it was really hard for me, especially these were people that I had my entire life. Really, they were the only people that I wanted approval from, right? They were the people that I wanted approval from in my life. Woo, we got flyers. Okay, so. Okay. I just pulled some cards for you, Rare Mist. I hope you're still on with me. Oh, you are. Okay, good. Yay, you're still on with me. Okay, with friends, with people at work, interpersonal relationships in general. Okay. So let me just feel into the message here. Okay, so you're afraid. I mean, you're like, so I pulled the Two of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so there is an energy here of being like your heart is being completely blocked off by your past experiences. So there's a lot of hurt that you've got going on. And who's that from? Yeah. So if you're a very sensitive soul and you've been hurt in the past, you're absolutely blocking off your energy, your heart space to people, and you're on your guard, right? You're just very defensive. Um, okay. So the main issue is you don't know how to express yourself correctly to get this energy out. And I'm going to say for every single empath or very sensitive soul, it is different for everyone. What is the best way to express your emotions so that you are not like holding everything in and guarded and defensive? Because I was there. Ask my partner. Is he still on with me? He's on Instagram. No, he's not. I think he jumped off. But oh, I'm telling you, I was so pissed off and defensive and couldn't even have a relationship with him because I was so angry, because I was like, God, I try so hard. Oh, you are with me. Okay, yeah. So I was super defensive and pissed off at the world, right? Because I was like, I have all this sensitivity and I have all these gifts, but yet every time I try to like help people, they screw me over, or they're just like horrible to me. They just treat me like crap. And I was really, really harmed by a lot of my relationships and a lot of the people, right? So like, oh, you can, sorry, I'm just talking to Kaden right now. You can put a comment on YouTube and I'll get it. Just so you know. So you could join the chat over here. That's on YouTube too. Okay. So it's really about, yeah. So I hope that you can hear me, Rare Mist. It's learning a way to express those emotions so that you can get them out of your system and you won't be as on your defensive mode towards other people. Because for me, when I didn't know how to express all of that I was absorbing, I literally was just shutting down because I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to do. And it was just getting really, really difficult to handle anybody at that point. But I started getting really clear on what was okay. Yes. So find the best way for you to express your emotions. This is why I do a daily gratitude live, for me to express myself. Because if I don't, I will kind of start like beating myself up. It's like I have to get this energy out to be able to bring in new for myself, like new energy. I will literally get super exhausted, super tired. So I have found this way of doing live videos that I get to just talk and show gratitude, and it's helping me so much. So find something that really works for you. And it's almost like a form of channeling, because you're expressing that energy out, and then you can receive new energy from spirit. And then you you start dropping your heart wall and you start seeing things clearer, and you start having better relationships, seeing things clearer in the way of exactly how to set boundaries in a healthy way. And honestly, if those people don't like you or have dislike you because of it, then they shouldn't be around you anyway. I started learning that when I started standing up for myself and speaking my truth and people were not okay with it, it was like an insight into the truth of who they were. Right? So I was like, oh my God, like every time I stand up and I say, this is not okay with me, and you have a problem with it, that was like showing me who shouldn't be in my crew. And I was like, oh, well, there we go. And when you get that out, new energy, new amazing people can come into your crew. So I hope that that helps you. So what else we got? You guys have any other questions? Channeling. I love when I doodle and I just hear spirit tell me that someone needs some confidence. Someone needs empowerment. Don't we all, though? Don't we all need a little bit of pick me up, you know? It's really cool. For anyone that's on spirit, is there any messages that need to be? Oh, good. I'm so glad that helps you. You're welcome. Yeah, I am a fellow empath, and the only way we learn is by taking this action and actually doing these things to see what works for us. It's so true. So I'm just getting hold on one second. I'm getting some, yeah. So truth. All right. Something about truth. There's some fear around. Hold on a second. I'm getting it. I'm getting some messages. I'm asking for anyone who's on whatever messages that you need to hear, or if you'd like to ask any questions whatsoever, go ahead. Something to do with fear. Okay, something about controlling. There's like someone being afraid that they're the narcissistic one, or yeah. Okay. All right. So I want to say this: if you're empathic, if you are a very sensitive soul and you know you absorb energy and you're afraid that you are the narcissistic one, or that you are a narcissist, just know that you absorb energy. So if you're around anyone very controlling, you're going to take on that energy and think that it's your energy. So, James, I'm just feeling this for someone who hasn't asked anything. If that's you, ask a specific question or let me know. I'm just feeling that that's something I need to talk about right now. So, controlling narcissistic energy. There's nothing wrong. And I want to make this really clear, because so much is being put as a negative spin on narcissistic. Okay. But the narcissist has to have an empath or a people pleaser to be a narcissist. So there's no good or bad. It's both energies are toxic, right? So like I was a codependent people pleaser, and I was fueling the narcissistic, controlling person, right? But neither one of us are good or bad. It just is, both people come from a very hurt place, and there is a core soul wound that we both have. And that is, one is unworthiness and not feeling like we're in our own power. Right? So they both come from hurt places. This is how, if you are an empath, you can actually forgive, because you both have the same core wound. You just chose to, like your subconscious mind chose to deal with it to protect you in a different way. Is it a toxic energy? Yes. Do you need to get out of that to have healthy energies, to have healthy relationships? Yes. Don't get me wrong, it's all twisted, but that doesn't mean that the person is good or bad. They just, and you can't help the other person just as they can't help you. It's something you have to come to this realization on your own and move forward from that and heal and get healing yourself. Wasn't the narcissist, she can't. Deadpool, if you have a specific question that you would like me to channel any answers for or pull cards for you, go ahead and ask a specific question if you can. So yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of death to the ego mind going on. And it's like being reborn. Okay, so there's a lot of that energy going on right now. Being reborn into the confidence and strength that you were born with. Like, we are all born with this independent confidence and strength. And it's almost like we're taking on these shifts to kind of get back there. Right? So yeah, so it's definitely time to start letting go of control. One thing that's hard to understand about that, and so many people are like, okay, well, that's great, but how do I let go of control and still live my life, right? Okay, so letting go of control. The way that you let go of control is accepting others' decisions as what it is, accepting their decisions for what they are and respecting that instead of trying to fight or control it. So, for example, in the relationships that I was in, I could not comprehend how they couldn't give me love. As much as I was giving, they couldn't give me love back. And so I would try to fix them by doing something else to show them I love them. Or, you know, here's this amazing healing. You want to try it with me and all this. But I couldn't accept them for them. They didn't want the healing. They didn't want to be fixed. And I couldn't accept that that's who they were. The day that I finally accepted that they weren't going to change and that's who they were is the day that I decided to walk away. And my energy has been so much clearer. That's me letting go of control. I thought I could control the situation and fix it. I'm in a separation due to adult children are dependent on us. Did everything I could. You are real. Thank you so much. You're in a separation. Oh man, I'm so sorry about that. That is really hard. Yeah, sometimes for you, like, sometimes you have to do what is best for you to be able to function. And a lot of times that means, I know for myself, trust me, I wanted to make relationships work so bad that I would literally run myself into the ground. Absolutely. Of course you want her to be happy. Yeah. And sometimes you have to do that for their happiness too. Like the other person, after they can kind of get over the controlling issues of it, then it's like they have a more healed energy from that as well, right? Okay. So, if you have any questions, yes. If you have a question, go ahead and ask. Absolutely. I'm just channeling messages and I'm just speaking them out. It could be for anybody who's on here or not. And I was answering some questions before. So if you have a question, go ahead. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Okay, so when you can, here's what I want to say. When you can see what's behind your defensive energy, you can become aware of it and heal it and then move on towards your goals. That's, I mean, so many people out there are trying to manifest things, but they're not healed. And unfortunately, you'll never be able to bring in your highest dream life if you're not healed, period. It just won't happen. Because like attracts like. So if you're really pissed off in your subconscious mind, if you're really angry, if you're really bitter, that's what you will attract. Situations to show you that. Oh, yeah, that's no fun. So okay, I'm not sure what kind of question that is, but I am channeling messages from spirit for any questions that you have in regards to shadow work, universal laws, relationships, empath, spiritual gifts, spiritual awakening, anything like that. Would I play music? Yeah, no, not so much. I don't know what you mean by that, but okay. So does anyone have any other questions where they would like messages from answers from spirit, messages. I love doing this because it helps me to practice my channeling. And do I see anything good in 2021? Absolutely. I see the most amazing year coming in 2021. Now, will you think it's amazing? That's a whole nother story. It is a perspective. The way you look at everything is from your own perspective, right? I thought 2020 has been incredibly amazing. Oh, I know. Go ahead. Say what you need to say. Go ahead. Voodoo works best. And the reason that is because everything that has been going on this year has been spirit completely restoring, reshifting, refocusing how this world works to be more in alignment with our true selves that are coming forward. Okay. So stock market picks. Yeah, I don't do that. Buy Amazon always. If you can even afford that nowadays. Yeah, I don't do that. And that's because the market is volatile, and that's just how it goes. So, all right. Let me see. How do I find my spiritual gift? And crazy question. Okay. How do I find my spiritual gift and tap into it? Okay. It's a great question. Thank you. Ask yourself. Right? Ask yourself, ask your higher self, ask God, ask the universe, whatever you feel comfortable as your higher power. Ask to know and understand what your spiritual gift is. Sometimes that takes a little bit of healing and clarity to work through, but trust me, spirit will show you always, and it will start to come out. If you look at yourself and you go, okay, what have I always been really amazing at? Well, I've always been amazing at channeling spirit, but I didn't know that I was. It took years of, and I mean years, because I used to do this as a child, years of spirit showing me through life experience what my gift really is. Right? So, I can, if you're open and willing, I can always ask if you allow, are you willing to let your higher self let me in and say, and ask that question? That is, you got to be willing. It's all free will. Okay. Yes. All right. Awesome. So give me just a second. Okay. So, I mean, I'm definitely getting healing for sure. But what did you like to do as a kid, as a child? Because I think I feel like healing just through sharing life experience, or like just giving advice. Definitely healing. If you are a healer, you absolutely have to be healed yourself first. So that is something to work on. That's how you tap into that. You start healing your inner self, and then your spiritual abilities start coming out for more and more. So many spiritual gifts, and the one I'm getting is like healing through creativity in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. Yeah. Healing through creativity. That may take just you working through some of your own healing and blocks. That's how you tap into that. Let me know if I'm right on about that. It usually has a lot to do with what you really set you on fire as a kid. I know for me, that was one of the things that set me on fire. I just loved being able to help. Like, people would ask me questions as a kid, and literally I would be able to give them an answer or solution, even as adults, even, which was crazy. Okay, so you're learning a lot of new things right now, but you have some negative energy that you are, you're feeling really stuck, but you need to get a shift in your perspective. Yeah. Well, James, if you just heard what I said, there you go. You literally are learning a lot of new things, but there's a negative toxic energy where you are being blocked. Absolutely. Yeah. So, okay. Yes, you feel stuck. Absolutely. Okay. We're right on. I'm right on with you right now. Yeah. So, there's a lot you can do to get unstuck. If you want to, I have are you into shadow work? If you are, yes, you are right on. Yeah. Okay. If you're into shadow work, I do a lot with shadow work, and that's how I healed myself from all the blocks, hurts, trauma, and all that. You can go to my website, and I have a free download of a video and a journal. And it basically walks you through how to find your blocks and your energy that's really affecting you and how to heal that. So here, let me write it in here for you. I'll put it on the chat. You can go here and download that. It's how I did shadow work. And it's the 3-step process that I use to heal my inner self from all of the hurts, trauma, limiting beliefs. And it's really helped me to get unstuck. So you can go to, you can go to my website here, ElaKayInsights.com, and you can download that video and journal. That's what I do to get the answers that I really need, especially if you're a healer. because I'm a healer, and we have to heal ourselves first before we can heal others. And it's just true, because you'll constantly be getting stuck, right? So I hope that helps you. You do have blocks. I mean, I'm getting that very clear. I even pulled a couple cards for you, and it's just like, you're working on it. You're learning new things. You're starting some new stuff, but you have a lot of toxic energy that is blocking you. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. I hope this helps you, James. I know that's, what I do, and you can always follow me. I do these Q&A sessions. I do daily gratitude lives, and, it's my goal to be able to help others that were in similar situations to me heal. So it seems very similar. All right, you guys, I will take one more question. If you have... Let's see. Sometimes doubting ourselves of the gift we have blocks us. Absolutely. Yes. Doubt is one of the things that will absolutely block us. But here's what I want to say. When you have that doubt, there's a reason behind, there's a deeper root to that, right? So it really helps if you can tap inside and say, what's the deeper root to my doubt? Why am I doubting myself here? Because you can sit around and hope that it will just clear, or you can really dive into shadow work, do that inner work, and ask, why am I doubting myself about this? What's the core issue going on? And then you can relieve yourself from that block. And really, spirit does, but the spirit lives inside of you. Hello. You have a similar background to me. Oh, thank you so much. I'm just practicing here. I'm just practicing and learning how to work with my gifts as well. So thank you so much. Yeah, I got a crazy dark night of the soul story. Maybe one day I'll write a book about it. I'm for real. Okay. Seriously. Because, oh my gosh, 3 years. Dark night of the soul. Thank you. When I get off this, and I will try to find you, and I will follow you right back. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, you too? That's crazy. Really? Us healers, us mystics, what's going on, man? Yeah, it's really, really intense, that dark night, huh? Thank you so much. Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you. Yes, it's really crazy. Healers and mystics have to go through quite a bit to be able to come out as a leader, and also to be healed, to heal others. You can't heal others of something you haven't experienced. The only way to do that is to experience the pain of it to be able to help others. So thank you, Mystic Deanna. I appreciate you. And I am sister mystics. All right, you guys. So I'm going to hop off. If you don't know too much about me, I have 3 kids, but I plan on doing these channeling Q&A sessions twice a week, Wednesday evening and Sunday evening. And so you can jump on with me then. And I am I have 3 kids, so I'm going to get back to them now. And I wish you all an amazing night. If you have any questions you want to come back on Sunday, and I'll get to those then. All right, you guys, have a wonderful evening. Thank you for being on with me. I will see you soon. Bye.